Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea, me Bardon, Lady Sakura and the really obnoxious Mr. Sachs. Okay, so we have stocked up now here in Mount Palmerston. I want to see what we can do. So we definitely yeah, we won't do that actually, but let's do this first. Okay, so we're and then we're going to dig among the ruins. So we gained 5 terror, we were unlucky, but we gained when we just ensure, but we really screwed ourselves terror wise. Now we can explore the island, which probably isn't going to be good for us, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. Okay, attacked. They are numerous, but lost to whiny music. You will have the element of surprise. Okay. There was an empty cliff top above the bleak waves, now blazing with colour. Striped tents, colour flames, the music of pianola and kettle drum. The mustachioed women and languorous men play chess, carve bones, eat cats, and polish their terrifying brass weapons. These are Iron Republic privateers, pirates whose practices contravene the very laws of nature. Okay, so let's go to that. Okay, a disorienting battle. Your first volley goes satisfyingly, does satisfyingly grievous damage, but half a dozen privateers snatch up weapons. One is a sort of Gatling gun. One appears to fire bubbles composed of rainbow meat. A third makes it rain in your heart. The fourth weapon explodes in a shower of fat purple sparks that chirp like canaries and chew their way through everything in the encampment. Privateers tend to salute. The battle is over before it begun, but by the time it's safe to approach, the sparks have devoured many of the privateers' treasures. Okay, so we've got 88 echoes, we've got 1 terror, and yeah, so we were lucky. Okay, so let's leave here, and let's just hope that we can get to Abbott Horizon before Mr. Sachs does us all in. So we should have enough to get us home via the salt lines this time, and as well not take up too much of our hold. So I think going fast is the order of the day. We've got the fuel for it, so this is going to make sense. Hopefully you don't run into either a lifebird or wherever those purple things are, like the lawn flukes, the other purple things. The kick your ass purple things. I suppose lawn flukes are purple kick your ass things as well, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we need to steer a bit south. Okay. Electric shiver in the air. Storm was watching, the sailors would say. Okay, we're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. Come on, make it. The Abbott Horizon. Oh, we're pretty close now, Mr. Sachs, so don't you start getting uppity. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiation, and yeah, this will cost your hearts. Unlock the hearts 1, you have 25. Okay, so let's let them take some crew. Okay. Yeah, so what a git, eh? So we can't lose any more crew because then we'll be stuck not being able to go fast. But it was the best thing. Okay. As soon as you dock, Mr. Sachs lumbers ashore. It has been preparing for this. Plunging a hand into his cloak, it removes a handful of ammonia-scented snow. It places it on the ground and adds another on top. Into this one, it presses the teeth and the hair from the small box. Potential substance. Only one thing needs to be added, as in the tale of the Nomen, the crimson beast of winter waits patiently for you to provide it. Let's give him the substitute blood, because screw this guy. The corrupted essence of life. You move to cut your hand with your pocket knife, but the vile clutch in your palm keeps the blade safely from your flesh. You tip it carefully, dripping a few drops of thick blood into the pile. They fizz in the lacquer, which softens and melts into a puddle of snow. A hand emerges from it, then a head, then another hand, stretching as it clambers up from nowhere. The twisted face of a gargoyle, rippled with red blood. It screams, the monster throws its head back, blood wells in its hollow eyes and drips down its half-formed face. The nascent arms explode into wings of shining ice, as sharp as any razor. It bends backwards, new hands clawing at its eyes. Just as abruptly as the scream began, it stops. The shape collapses, melts. Mr. Sachs looks away. Another failure, it intones, stepping through the pile on its way to the Abbot Horizon steel gate. It rests a gloved hand against it, basking in the chill, the whisper of a place too cold for gods. Refreshing. Your service is done, be gone, before I change my mind. Okay, so we're finished with him. We don't want to look into the stars, we will gather some intelligence. Okay, and we will avoid that git in the future. But at least we got to finish his quest line. Now we do the Chapel of Light. So Chapel of Light, maybe Fieldhaven, and then maybe Abbey Rock across, I think is the way to go. So I think, again, sailing faster is probably a good thing for us. So yeah, we need to kind of angle this way for Chapel of Light. Okay, and close enough now that we can maybe back off a bit. Okay, attempt to win the match. Okay, so we need to set off again from Abbot Horizon. I just hope that they don't mutiny again. So at least we can kind of hop from place to place. So yeah, going fast was definitely the way to go. So let's do that. Because if we can get to the sisters, maybe they can give us a blessing and make it less likely that we'll have a meeting. But the best scenario is probably to have a mutiny and then to win them round. Okay, so we got there without the mutiny, which is great. We're not doing all of that crap. We are gathering intelligence. Yeah, but we're not doing any to rest. And then we're going to head off. And again, we're going to... do it again. I keep hitting E, thinking that I'm going to make us go double speed. But obviously not. Okay, so down to Fieldhaven we go. Okay, we failed, so again, got to start from there. So this is going to be, our life for the rest of this episode, I think. But we will make it, just like we made it to the chapel here. So off we go. Okay, so we kind of need to be heading this way a little so we can swing around the islands. Oh, failed. Okay, so again, let's try it. Okay, so off we go. And let's just hope. Oh, look at that thing over there. Yeah, let's not go over near you. Okay, so let's get past the vortex. Okay, no. So load again. Off we go, double speed. We've got to get here before. We can get there before we have a mutiny. We have at least have a chance. But we don't seem to go very far before they decide it's mutiny time. And I don't know whether, like, well, it's almost the same place as last time. Okay, so let's load. Okay, so off we go, double speed. Let's just try and get ourselves home safely. We really just need somewhere where we can reduce our terror even a little. Or just to get lucky on the mutiny. 7%, not much chance, is it? Well, I guess it's like 1 in 16 or so chance. Okay, so off we go, make it double speed, and fingers crossed. Let's go more in that direction. Okay. A bit of a drunken swing there from side to side. Yeah, we really need to get very lucky, I think. With these, so that's not lucky. Okay, off we go. Just really hoping to make it to the next port. Okay, we got a bit further that time, but they still betrayed us. Yep. Okay. set sail, double speed. Hopefully it's going to be enough to get us home. I so desperately want to get home. Okay, so past the Kisigar vortex, or almost, but then we get this, yeah. Okay, so let's set sail, go double speed. I just hope to get down to Shepherd's Isle in time. And again, it's just, we're just on the cusp of being able to make life easier for ourselves, but it seems we always find a way to make it that little bit more difficult. Okay. That's not good for us. Okay, let's leave, get on double speed. Let's just try and get to next port. That's just how it is right now, is getting to next port is the most important thing. And getting to Fleet Haven may make things a lot easier for us. So how we get there? Let's see, Pale Visitor. Let's do that. We lose terror, we lose a fuel, and we lose 2 hull. So all of those are fine. Getting close. Come on, we can do it. Terror's going to tick back up to 100 there. Oh, and then this thing goes in. Oh, the long way home. Home, heart, sweethearts, grog, Mr. Plenty's rubbly lumps. If they stick with you, they'll see these things again. You see them nod and lower their weapons. The lead mutineer rushes you regardless, screaming in incoherent rage. Cut him down. You've won some time, but your confidence and their trust in you are failing. Okay, we lose 20 terror. We lose 10 hearts. Wow. And we lost 1 crew. Okay, so 10 hearts. That's a lot to lose, but hey ho, what can we do? So we now just have to, we've been given a reprieve, and we have to use it as best we can to just get ourselves home. So we don't have enough crew now to be able to go double speed. So it's just a case of making our way home, staying out of trouble, and trying to get home before terror once again becomes a big issue. So dock there, Shepherd's Isle. Okay, so let's go for the picnic. We lose 3 terror. Okay, and then let's get to Port. Okay, and let's head off. We just really need to be reducing our terror as much as we can. So we check, well, let's do it at the next port, but we'll check our hull and see how we're going to be fixed for taking the Sphinx Stone. And it's difficult to remember exactly how many times we carried Sphinx Stone, but we can't be too far away from the point where they say, okay, now you've got to take it somewhere else. That jelly floor though, up to the northwest, see him there? He's going to be a bit of a problem for us potentially. Hopefully we don't attract his attention now, because then we'll have to sit and wait for him to go away. It looks like we're maybe okay. Okay, so on to Abbey Rock. We could trade supplies. So the sisters would need what? A strange catch, which we don't have, unfortunately. So let's get our port report. Okay, and then let's knock at the gate. So they won't come out because we don't have any recent news. And then let's watch the comment. Okay, and that's pretty much all we can do for now. Don't want to trade them supplies. So we shall just head off. I instinctively tried to put us into the second speed, but obviously can't do that. Now, salt lines, so it's best maybe to head directly west. Try to avoid the jelly floor and then make our way up. Now we may run into a pirate ship doing this, but we know that there's a jelly floor up there. So going through the light buoy is going to at least help us with the whole terror situation. Okay, so let's see if we can reduce our terror just a little, or reduce the build-up of our terror, should I say. So let's avoid getting to 81 just by getting in here just in time. Okay, and this will at least slow down the rise of our terror, and then it is going to start ticking back up though any second now. But we're not too far away from the salt lines, thankfully. Probably still gonna, well, we're close to shore, so maybe we won't tick all the way up. We'll have to see. Well, I think it is gonna, yeah, it's definitely gonna tick up. Okay, but probably not gonna hit 100. You know, before we kind of get into home waters, which again will hopefully be good for us. So let's pop in here. Okay, so let's check our hull. We have exactly 20 spots, which means that we can do that. Okay, and then get a port report. We can visit the makers. We use 5 terror, and we can't carry any more. So the hull does have, yeah, does have the took. So now it's just a case of getting to Hunter's Keep, then back to London, and then once again, kind of every time we get back to London, it's basically very lucky. Obviously, with Lady Sacra here, it's slightly different in the fact that for previous captains, anytime that the ship went down, that was it, they were gone, and we made a new captain. But Lady Sacra here, slightly different in that you know, I'm reloading to give us a chance to actually get home, because as I said, I want to progress the story, and I don't really want to be restarting with a new captain until we get to the point where we can put that new captain in a much better position than we started, and I don't feel like we're anywhere close to being there yet. Okay, we've entered fog bank. Okay, that's nice. We should be getting the home waters. It's going to be close-ish, and everybody's going to be happy about that. Fog bank obviously not good for the terror. We're basically increasing at double the rate. But we should be crossing into home waters any second now, and that should be enough to just settle the nerves a bit. Definitely want to avoid that bat swarm. Although we may not be able to avoid the bat swarm. Can't shoot the bat swarm. Oh, no, we can't because they're behind us. Oh, come on! I'm not letting these guys kill us. We're so close to home. They're gonna hit us twice more, I think, before we get in there. So we'll be down to 20 hull. Okay, we avoided the last hit just about. Okay, Hunters Keep. We're launching with Lucy. No, actually, let's launch in with Cynthia. Okay, so we gain 1 terror, we gain the tail of terror, we gain a supply, okay, and then we lose some hunger, and our irons remain unchanged at 23. Okay. Then we just need to wait for them to go away and head on home. So I don't think we're if we were in desperate need to reduce our terror, I would have launched with a different sister, but I don't see the point. We're only going to gain 1 terror. I don't see the point in doing it when we don't really need to. We really need these guys to go away. So go find someone else you know. Did we get a port report? Okay, a hump of okay, so it looks like things have changed here. Straightforward challenge. Let's go to the house. Okay. The hall is dark, the parlour too. There are signs of disturbance here and there. A smashed cup, an overturned piano stool, scratches on the walls. You bend to pick up a page of paper and hold it to the light. It is an unfinished poem. You think the handwriting may be Phoebe's. The absent moon, the gnawing hunger in the heart, the well, the sea, a great many crossings out. There are sounds from downstairs. From the kitchen, push open the door cautiously. Something clings to the ceiling. Something turns yellow eyes to you and hisses. Okay, we gain 1 terror. We gain 10 fragments. Something somewhere has changed. So now the thing in the kitchen. 15% chance, 37% chance. Catch her with a net. Let's give this a go. Remarkable agility. She runs around the ceiling like a squirrel, drops to hiss and claw at you when you're sailors. Retreats into the scullery, slithers through the window there, and returns through the chimney. Blackness up. You glare at each other, panting. Okay, so we gain some more terror. Silent house. Loot the house. We don't do that. Let's search the house. A distant song. You cock your head and listen. Someone is singing. A woman's voice. Soft over the fountain. Lingering falls sudden rain. The sound takes you up the winding stairs to the turret at the back of the house. You try the door at the top, locked. The sound ceases. It was Phoebe's voice. You call out to her. What's happened? We wanted their stories, she explained reasonably. We only wanted their stories in the beginning. We get so starved for stories out here. But then Lucy, she breaks down and sobbing. Want us to break down the door, your boatswain whispers. While you're considering the answer, one of your crew swears and points. Smoke is leaking from beneath the door. I deserve an ending, Phoebe calls out. When you press your hand to the door, you can feel the heat on your palms. Okay, we gain another tail of terror. We gain 2 more terror. And, okay, so we could actually save Phoebe. A chancy challenge. Let's try to save her. A desperate rescue. A bucket chain passes up water from the sea, enough to slow the flames a fraction. And to soak the clothes you wrap yourself in. You dash through the flames, your skin crisping, eyebrows sizzling, your hair grows back patchy after. Phoebe is slumped against the wall. You seize her, sling her over his shoulder, dash out. The spine of the house breaks, with a roar as the roof falls in. Sparks fly up towards the false stars, so far above. The death of the house takes hours, but it is total. Only a cindered shell remains. Phoebe weeps when she wakes, rattling sobs that shake her body. You should have left me, is all that she will say for the longest time. Her face is horribly burned. She goes bandaged after, like the half-dead of the tomb colonies. Perhaps she's half-dead herself. It can be difficult to tell underneath. So we lost 1 crew. We now have 1 scarred sister. We lost 5 terror. And the house on Hunter's Keep is a blackened shell. But we did get a porter boat. Okay. Pick over the ruins of the great house. Fungus and cavern vines are already reclaimed the masonry. So let's try it. So we lost 5 terror. No one has come to reclaim Hunter's Keep, despite its proximity to London. The place has an eerie reputation. It's difficult to see why today. The place is as peaceful as a folly in a park. The air is still. Far across the water, the lights of London glow. Okay, so we've got a memory and we got an outlandish artifact. So very sad to see the sisters go, but at least we got some stuff out of it. And we did save one of the sisters. She didn't seem very happy about being saved. Okay, so off we trot and get ourselves back to London. So that was certainly very what was I going to say? Certainly very oh, the word was there and then it went. I hate when that happens. Eventful. That's the word I was looking for. Very eventful. So we can get back to London. And we'll get back to London. We'll do what we have to do. And then that's probably going to be... It will be the end of this episode. But it's probably going to be the end of this session as well. And then, as usual, there will be, for me at least, a long break until I record the next episode. So you'll have to forgive me in the next episode. Because, as always, I'll be a bit muddled about exactly where we were. But someday I'm gonna sit down and watch this entire series myself, just to see the stories. And there's probably gonna be stuff I noticed that that didn't click with me originally while recording. So I look forward to that. But a lot of the time, my episodes haven't been posted before I do the next one. Just let them do their worst. Yeah. So that so they leave. Then we get a breath of relief. Okay, and let's collect the messages. Okay. Now let's go to London. Deliver the claim in. Okay, we get our echoes for that. Let's deliver the Sphinx Stone. We get our echoes for that as well. So we definitely have, next time maybe, but at least we had that time where we could do it. Now, honey at the crossroad. Wait here, the instruction said. Wear a chrism feather in your hat. Let's try that. The Veiled Lady, a black carriage, stripped of livery, slows beside you. When the door opens, a veiled woman in midnight blue gestures curtly. In, she demands. You wait on the deep cushioned seat. A furrowed browed old gentleman with a mild and sheeply gaze samples the honey. He nods approvingly. The upholstery smells like flowers and rust. Go, the veiled woman says. She tosses you a lacquered serpent bracelet. It's freezing to the touch. Its mouth is stuffed with jewels. Okay, so we got one captivating treasure, and that's going to be very good for us, I think. Okay, next we should go speak to you, and we should submit our port reports. So we have a few at least. Okay, now high risk challenge, 25% chance. Can we actually do it for once? Yes, we succeeded. Okay, and we have 50 echoes for it. Nuncio should be pretty straightforward, as is Abbey Rock, Pigmont Isle. Okay, are you quite certain this is the report you wish to make? So be it. Chapel of Light, Abbot Horizon. Okay, Isle of Cats. Okay, that's a new one. Yes, well, we did rather know about his rose gardens. Not good news that they're prospering though. Really should have nipped it in the, if you'll allow me, bud. Ha! And trading with the Canic. With the Iron Republic? Bother. I have to have a meeting about this. Okay, so seems that we set something maybe in motion here. Okay, Polythreme, get some cash. Astable, get some more cash. Chill in it, more cash. Salt Lines, a little bit of cash, as with Demo Island. And yeah, let's ask to speak to him. Okay, yeah, we can't. We're at the point where he's not going to give us any more commissions, which is a little sad, but I guess that's just how things are. Now, let's then put our ship in dry dock and then use our Admiralty favor. Okay, and get everything fixed up. Great. And then so in our hold, we don't have anything that we have to worry too much about. So let's well, let's wait till next time to decide, because I might get some foxfire candles and go somewhere, or I might do something else. But now we should at least sell some of the stuff. So let's go to the Army Scholar. A little present. Okay, we'll certainly take it. We get 2 supplies. Thank you very much for that. We can set our memories to distant shore. We have 12. We have 1 Z story. We've 1 Atlantic artifact. We've got 1 captivating treasure. And then we have 1 extraordinary implication. Okay, so if we go to our lodgings and then go to a study, we can at least see if there's something that we can do. So we need 7 Atlantic artifacts for that. So we're going to have to save them up. So we're not going to sell them. We're going to keep them. Then here, we need 10 Atlantic artifacts. Okay, here, it looks like we maybe got everything we need for that. Yeah, so we're going to use up our captivating treasure that we got from Hunter's Keep. But so adorn your lodgings with captivating treasures. Convert captivating treasures into heirlooms, and they'll adorn your lodgings until the day you die. After that, your family will probably sell them. This is a way to pass on money to your next character. You can have no more than 12 heirlooms or 16 in a mansion, and you need to pay a small fee to write these treasures in your will. Okay, so let's do that. So we now get to pass that on, which is great. But I think that's probably all we can do. Yeah, everything else is locked. Okay, but at least we use that in a good way. You can't do anything with. We could get you some more Z soup at some stage. Gracious Diplomat, probably nothing. Yeah, that we can do with you. Rose Wharf, nothing really that they want there. Alarming Scholar, again, we could sell stuff to you. It's about whether we want to or not. So Atlantic artifact we're going to keep. We already decided that. Extraordinary implication. Do I want to? we're going to keep that for now. Okay, Z story. I think we keep one of those. We'll sell a couple of these just because. Okay, and then what else do we have? So hold. So we've got 3 Tales of Terror, 4 Visions of the Surface, and 3 Sticks of Dynamite. So we need to give that to the pragmatic archaeologist. But for now, it's going to be the end of the episode and the end of this session as well. So I'm going to forget a lot between now and the next session. But I've really had fun in this session. It's been great to be back in the Untersee. And for now, that's it for me. I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.